free to begin.
Okay, so here's our week 1 experiment with our team. Yeah. Okay, so introduction. Our group wanted to compare how our classmates' heart worked in different types of physical activity, which was yoga and working out.
So our research question was, how do the effects of yoga on the heart rate and blood pressure compare to the effects of workouts on the heart rate and blood pressure?
So our variables, our independent variable was whether the person was doing a workout or doing yoga. Our dependent variable was the person's blood rate and their blood pressure and heart rate. And then the controlled variable was the duration of time and when the measurements were taken and how they're taken.
Okay, so our hypothesis, we said that we think there will be a drastic difference in heart rate and blood pressure between subjects who worked out versus subjects who did yoga. And here's our methods and procedure. Okay, so procedure, first we have our participants record their blood pressure before and blood pressure and heart rate before. Second one, 5 minutes. They did 5 minutes of either yoga or traditional like workout routines. 3, have participants record blood pressure and pulse 2 minutes into the activity, and then have participants record blood pressure and pulse immediately after activity ends. And then another one 2 minutes after. And then we made a graphic assessment of all these data and comparing them.
So the routines for workout, we did 1 minute of jumping jacks, well 1 minute of each workout, so jumping jacks, lunges, squats, sit-ups, and bicycle kicks. Right after lunges was when the heart rate and blood pressure were taken, and then we let our participants finish the workout and then took it after. And then for yoga, it was 1 minute of all the yoga poses as well, so 1 minute mountain pose, forward fold, plank, cobra, and downward dog. And then the same procedure, taking it right after the forward fold, so that 2 minute mark.
And here are our results.
Sorry, I have a few. So in the workout results, their BPM went up like gradually during the workout and after. And then their systolic pressure, it went up during the workout and then went back down after. So it was the highest 2 minutes in. And then their diastolic pressure was the same. It went up and then back down.
For here, the yoga results, so the average BPM, it never went above 100, so it stayed below 100, which is pretty obvious to like, because like yoga is like you're slowing down your body, so it makes sense that the heart rate would go down a little bit or not reach that marker. Average systolic, it decreased the most in during the routine, and then same with diastolic, it was the lowest during the routine as well. So yeah.
So for our conclusion, we concluded that exercise has a more effect on the heart rate and blood pressure than yoga. The reason for this, we kind of think just because with exercise you're exerting your body more than with yoga, but with yoga the blood pressure would still go up because you are doing different positions and still holding them for periods of time. And then how everything works, like if you're exerting your body, your blood pressure goes up, and then once you're like finished or at a resting position, it goes down. So we would say that kind of shows in both data charts.
So for future studies, for our limitations for this one was some limitations we had were potential human error, participants not doing the workouts to the same level of intensity, mainly because they either just like didn't feel like or didn't want to, and then some did modified versions of the workout routines if they felt like they weren't strong enough for the original. What we redo, if we were to redo this experiment, we will have each subject do both workout and yoga. This will help us accurately compare results, and then we'll have more data to synthesize. Yeah, thank you.
All right, questions for our workout and yoga group?
Yes.
Could you guys go to your data? I'm really curious. So start with the workout group. The workout group, the blood pressure has this kind of like this rise and fall, and yoga seems to have the opposite pattern for the blood pressure. Do you guys have any theories for why that difference might have kind of popped up between the two groups?
Oh yeah, I think for yoga, they have different kind of I don't like say psychological, but people, I don't know. If you're like asked to do yoga, it's more of a calming experience versus working out is more like adrenaline rushing experience. So that could be one reason. At least that's what I would think.
Interesting. Do you have any idea why it would go up though after? Why the blood pressure? That's just what I'm really curious about. Why would it go up?
I think it's probably because due to position, because they were like mostly down for most of the time, and like after the experience, they like went up again. So once everybody like went back up, like the effects of gravity and stuff, maybe like made the heart just like pump out blood harder.
When we talked about how like when the body is leveled with like the heart doesn't have to pump as hard as when you're standing. Like you have to pump blood to your brain, so it's working harder once the person gets up. Well, while most of our positions were on the floor, so like what was it? We had plank or like downward dog was you're like literally the opposite of when you're standing. So that would probably correlate with that.
It's a good answer. I didn't think about that. It's a really good idea.
Yes.
I was just wondering like how many test subjects you had for each group and like were they equal?
It was pretty easy. It was even. I just don't remember the numbers of
Like
differences.
4 or
4 each, I think. 4 or 5 each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere that range.
So.
Awesome. Any other questions? All right, guys. Give it up for the